Hi Cancer, and welcome to your predictions reading. It's going to be a short one, but hopefully it's insightful and affirms the road that you're on. We're having a look at your next blessings. So this reading is intended for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. We're looking at your next blessings in love, with your money, and in your lifestyle. I have more information about this reading, including the definitions of those three terms and how I use them in my readings, in the description box below. To open your reading, I highly recommend you set your intentions and signs of confirmation that you may need to see or hear in order to claim this reading. As your reader, I'm also going to tune into your energy and set my intentions. So let's do that. Spirit, please tune me into Cancer's energy. Please help me offer Cancer the most clear, honest messages about their reading. Sweet soul, your energy has been in nearly every reading because I'm filming this in your season. So it's a very strong Cancer feeling. All right, Spirit. What are Cancer's next blessings in love? Okay, we're going to take that card. What are Cancer's next blessings with their money? Okay, we'll take it. Whoa, cards going everywhere. And what are Cancer's next blessings with their lifestyle? Okay, we will take it. Feminine reversed. All right. At the back of the deck is trine. Interesting. Let me just pull that down a bit so we can be a bit more balanced. All right. So with trine at the back of the deck, it does feel like your next blessings have a lot to do with you being able to choose who you get to spend your time with and who you get to invest your energy into. So I do feel like trine reversed is talking about being able to choose who's close to you, which feels like a blessing. You guys may have been wanting to spend more time with certain people in particular, or you may have been wanting time away from specific people. In your love life, it feels like you want certain time with specific people. And this could be because your other responsibilities, partnerships, or meaningful connections have been taking a lot of time away from your love life. And it could also be because you've recently separated from somebody. So take it as it resonates. But you get to choose in love with the 7th house reverse how you want to spend your time, who with, and the terms. You are getting something go in your favor here. Either somebody is agreeing to do something for you, or they're agreeing to do something on your terms with the 7th house reversed. And it feels like a huge compromise from them. It feels like a very meaningful contribution that you're not taking lightly. You're very happy that things are going this way. It feels like a blessing for you. It feels like, finally, because you're a Cancer, you give so much. Finally, somebody's actually giving to you, and they're making you feel very special and deserving of some of the love that you've been giving. So you get to see some of that come back in love. Is there anything else, Spirit? Yeah, this does feel like some sort of decision going your way. It's for your highest good. It's a blessing, but it's definitely not fair. But that's okay, because in the grand scheme of things, if you add everything up, it's exactly what you deserve. It's a good thing. But at the time, if this person were to just tell people that with the 7th house reverse, people might go, Cancer, why are you expecting so much from them? Like, that's crazy. But when you add up the history of everything that's happened between the two of you, it makes sense that they're sacrificing or compromising because you've done more than enough. So it's a blessing, and it is paying back something that you're owed in your love life. Now, when it comes to your finances, your money, Pluto has an interesting story to tell here. Your next blessing has to do with you realizing how important something is to you, and also in some cases, how unimportant something is. When it comes to the way that you spend and make your money, you have the habit of attaching sentimental meaning towards things that aren't that meaningful. And you also have the habit of emotionally distancing yourself from your responsibilities so that you're not too emotionally invested in things that should be handled in a practical way. Otherwise, it can feel like you're getting very controlling. So you've learned how to emotionally distance yourself and not be so invested. What Pluto's doing is switching all of that up. Pluto's making you see why you should be emotionally invested in some things and why you should be less emotionally invested in other things when it comes to your money. How should you reset your emotional expectations, your sentimental expectations, so that you can be more constructive with your finances instead of giving money so freely. You may need to expect it back in return. Instead of loaning money to loved ones so easily, you need to set better emotional boundaries and consider your own emotional needs as well as your own future. Because there's something here with Trine and Pluto about how your love for other people puts you in harmful financial situations where you're giving too much or you're expected to give more than what you should. So Pluto's helping you see that and also helping you make changes so that your finances work for you and the way that you make and spend money is better for you, not for other people, so that you're not being emotionally manipulated into doing things that isn't for your highest good. Now, when it comes to your lifestyle, feminine reversed is an interesting add to this. It does feel like your lifestyle, including your friends and your family, is putting you in a position where you're able to just kind of sit back and let people come to you first. This feminine energy is also about knowing when to call people out when they don't do enough and when they aren't stepping up. So there's something here about, it could have to do with your birthday and maybe people making promises that they couldn't keep, or kind of baiting you with suggestions that never happened, and also ultimately making you need to reassess your expectations. Moving forward, what you're choosing is who you want to spend your energy with, how involved they're going to be in your future, and you're also finding a way to reset those dynamics so that you're not reliant on people who can't fulfill your emotional needs. Now, your lifestyle encompasses your free time, your interests. So at the very least, you're going to be able to spend more time doing the things that you want to do with people who enjoy doing it as well. This does feel like the people who you were expecting to do these things with aren't going to be a part of that. So instead of going with this friend or this family member, you're doing it with that person instead. Instead of waiting until they get their ducks in a row, you're going to do it with whoever else is ready, or even yourself instead. And so your next blessing is again about assessing how much power and control people have over your narrative and not letting your emotional feelings or ties to them dissuade you from doing the things that you want to do. You're going to do it regardless of whether they can be there or not. And when it comes to your lifestyle, there is a feeling here of overindulging and just enjoying life and not having to worry about what that's going to do to your health, not having to stress about how that could negatively impact your your sleep. Like, just not thinking too much about that. Just enjoying for the sake of enjoying. Eating because you like that food. Doing this because you like doing it. Which takes a lot of that pressure off of you as well with feminine reversed, because you don't want to have to think about it right now, especially if you are a Cancer sun and it's your birthday soon. So just getting to receive without feeling like you need to give, and giving to yourself without feeling like you need to give to others. Same thing, different words, I guess. But that's what I'm seeing for you, Cancer. I hope that was a helpful mini reading. Thank you for tuning in and for all the support, your time and your energy in this video. If you want to see more from me, do subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure that your notifications are turned on, because I do go live, and our next reading is probably going to be a live reading. Until we cross paths again, I wish you peace, prosperity, abundance, happiness, health, wealth, success, and joy on your journey ahead. Bye!